Hi guys, it's me Andrea with Create Your Future. In today's video, I am going to answer a subscriber's question. Before I start to do that, I want to let you know that Create Your Future is giving away a free course, how to find your blocks to manifest anything what you want fast. You will find the link in the descriptions below. Also, if you would like to work with me on one-on-one coaching, you will also find the link in the descriptions below. So I will go ahead and read the question. Okay, so hello, I hope you are well. I am a huge fan of the channel and I thought I might give this a go. Thank you so much for being a fan. I really do appreciate it, and all of us, we do appreciate that. I am trying to manifest my SP. He is an ex. We broke up 5 years ago and we are on and off until 2022. He tried to win me back, but I didn't want to know him then. He since then got a new girlfriend last year, and I'm finding hard to manifest him back since I've realized I still love him. What do you suggest to help with this? Okay, so first I want to let you know that everything, it goes in your mind and you are creating the story in your mind. I would need to know a little bit more information to give you a more detailed answer, but just going after your little bit of story what I have in here, it's very important to understand that the story what you create in your mind, that it's your mental diet and that it's going to manifest. You have to pay attention and understand, watch your thoughts. What are you thinking? What is the story regarding to him? Do you have a story regarding to him? Because that's what I show in your question, that I find it hard to manifest him since. So that already tells me that you have a story regarding to this situation, what you are finding hard. And I would go personally and ask myself, what is the story I think about this relationship? Why do I want him back? Is it really because I realize that I love him, or is it because I am hanging on to a story what I attached to him? Because guys, it's never really the person or anything what you want to manifest, a person or a money. We don't want those things. We want the feeling what comes when we get those things or those specific persons. I would really be very honest with myself and watch what is my story regarding to my SP who was an ex. So he wanted me back. Why didn't I want him that time? Because what was the story that time that I didn't want him back? He wanted me so bad that I thought I had enough and I don't want to have anything to do with him. And then my ego came into a place when I found out that he has a girlfriend, and my egoic part, it's decided that, oh, I love him, I want him back, this is mine, I want it. So be very, very honest with yourself before you start this journey. If you really think the reason that you want to get him back because you love him, and this is what you wrote, And it's very important for you to understand that there is zero judgment in here. Just because we are not talking one-on-one, I am trying to figure it out what it's in your mind, and because that's gonna help you when you are really honest with yourself that I want the person because I really do love him, or I just want the person because my egoic part of myself wants him back. That's two different stories, and you will have a different approach, and in the end you will have what you want, but you're not gonna want it. So let's assume that you want him back because you really do love him, and you realize it that now he's gone, and when he's with someone else, that you realize it, that how much he meant for you and how great for your relationship it was. So you will have to go back to that point where you already had that awesome relationship, because I'm quite sure in the beginning when you met each other, you had lots of nice memories. Getting an ex back, personally, I always found it a little bit easier, because you already know that the guy wants you. You were already together. You know that he likes you. You know that you have things in common. So there is lots of positive stories you can attach to your story right now, what builds an incredible foundation for your mental diet. Because it comes down to that, to your mental diet. So we will create a story what resonates with you, and the story, it will go like we were such a wonderful couple, we were like a power couple, that guy loved me so much, and look at him, he really wanted me back, but it's okay if that time we didn't get back together, because right now I realize that really he is the one I want. And over here, I would be careful, and I would ask myself, do you have a story regarding to him, that because you didn't want him back that time and you refused him, do you have a hidden story or a conscious story about him that now it's gonna be difficult for you to get him back because you refused him? Sounds to me that there is something inside of you suggesting that idea, because you really find it difficult to get him back. Everything is empty and meaningless, and I want to remember you guys all the time that it is empty and meaningless. It's the story what you attach to the situation, and that's exactly what you are going to manifest. The story what you attach to the situation. Sometimes it maybe sound like it's a repetition of thoughts, but guys, this is the foundation. This is what conscious manifesting is, and our mind lies to take us back all the time to what is comfortable and known. Our mind doesn't like changes, doesn't like comfort, and that's why it will protect you and try to come up with everything what it's in your computer hardware, right? That's how I like to think about it, that our mind is like computer hardware, and we have lots of information stored in there, and when we are creating a story, we are using all the information what we have on that hardware. But that doesn't mean that doesn't exist different point of view or different informations out there. So going back to manifest him back, please take a look at what is your belief about him. Why is it hard to manifest him back? Because it is hard because you are making it hard. you are doing that story that it is hard to manifest him back. Start to come up with intention, affirmation, whatever technique works for you, that everything what I see in the 3D reality is just a story of my past thinking. Now I'm starting to watch my mental diet, and I go back and I understand that we are such a strong power couple. Of course, he wants to come back to me. Of course, he realized that doesn't matter with who is he at this moment, nobody compares to me. He just wants me and only me. We have lots of beautiful memories together. We like the same things. We enjoy each other's company. Having him in my life makes me realize that I become much loving, kind, more of a woman, and he feels that I am his perfect match with me beside having me beside him gives him that extremely manly energy, what it makes him feel invincible, like a superhero, and that's why he knows that nobody compares to me. We work wonderful together. So you see what I'm trying to describe here. You will find a story in your mind what resonates with you, and I would use facts, what it was in the past, what it was good between us. That is why I find it's easier to manifest an ex back than just somebody who we never had any kind of connection in the past. So yeah, I hope this information will help you. And just to put it together, first step it would be, I would analyze myself. Do I want this relationship because it's pure love, or do I want it because it's an egoic part of me want him back in my life? And when I understand that I really do love this person, I would write down many positive qualities of that person, of that relationship between that person and with me. I would write down lots of as I said, positive qualities, lots of memories from the past, what was working absolutely wonderful between us. And then I would build a story, a future movie, so to say, and I would understand that what I see right now, it was already created in the past, and now I am creating my future movie, my destiny, and I am watching my internal thoughts. I would stay strictly on the mental diet. And yes, mental diet, sometimes it feels very difficult or hard because, as I said, our mind likes to take us back to what is familiar, and familiar for you at this moment, it is that you are not together. So you really need to break that familiarity and go and take your mind back what was wonderful between the two of you. If you are manifesting a specific person you never been together, that's because the video is for everybody in general, and I want to answer that question as well. If you never been together with a specific person and you want to manifest that person, it's the same principle. You will come up with the story and you will rehearse that story in your mind, what it could happen. You have to become delusional. Delusional is good if you stay on your mental diet and don't give up. As I said in previous videos of mine, and that technique works for me absolutely wonderful, the basket technique. I have a basket full of the things what I want, and I have a basket full of the things what I don't want, which already happened with me in the past, and I know I didn't like those things and I prefer not to have them, so I can compare them. And bottom line, when I observe the thoughts are coming up to the surface, the ones what I don't like, I always ask myself the question, do I want to create that? If the answer is no, I put it in the basket, what it's already been created before. I don't want to have that memory or that creation. I am grateful for it. It was very useful that time, even if it was painful. I would be very grateful for myself. I would appreciate all the memories and all the even pain or suffering what I had because of the breakup with the SP or X, but I would create a story right away. I will write something more positive. I will put it in the basket what it's a positive story about us, and I would really drop the fact that it is difficult for me to have him back. I understand you write down this question because that's your feelings and that's how it comes up, and I totally understand that. I went through that, and yes, it is difficult. It can be very painful sometimes, but you have to understand that's not now. That was already created in the past. It's done. We have nothing to do with our 3D reality. We just have, I personally, I am very grateful what I see in my 3D reality. Even if it's unpleasant, I am still grateful for the teaching what comes from the 3D reality, and then I go back strictly in my mental diet. And what I observe in my life, and maybe that's gonna encourage you, as I already talked about this before, but it's really useful piece of tool for myself. Doesn't matter how good we are or how strictly we are on a mental diet. It's gonna come a point when you're gonna see or hear something, or you're just gonna have a day when you are tired and you feel powerless. Don't get discouraged. All of us, we are humans. We are going to react to things, but understand that reaction will take you back to the unwanted basket. So react, not a problem, and then understand what you are doing and start creating. Start telling yourself, that's okay. Thank you, myself. I thank myself that I am able to see that I am reacting right now. It's huge, guys. It's huge that you are already here. It's a huge improvement that you are watching this channel. Everything what you do for yourself, it's already absolutely amazing and wonderful. So even if you have an unpleasant or a painful situation, be grateful for that situation, because that is going to teach you something very valuable, and you are building up yourself, and you are building a wonderful mental diet on the road what you want to create. So when you have harder days and you feel like it's more difficult, understand that it is not. It is your creation of being difficult. understand why do you look at the story, what makes you feel that it's difficult. Maybe, as I said before, maybe you think that because you refused him in the past, that's why you find it now that it will be difficult, because he will have a resistance against you because he was refused. But it doesn't have to be like that. Absolutely, it's not. What it's in your mind that goes. Your thoughts, you are transmitting your thoughts. What you think, it goes. What you are creating, what is your I use this word a lot, mental diet, but this is what it is. Watching your thoughts, staying on top of your thoughts, it's your mental diet. And then when you are good with it, you will create what is mostly dominant in there. I intend that you will find this video very helpful. I intend that you will find a technique for yourself, what it works. I want to share with you one thing, guys. When I start this road of manifestation, conscious manifestations, right? Because we are always manifesting. We are manifesting day and night, even if we understand what it's manifestation or we don't understand. This is what it is. I used to read a lot and jumping from one information to the other, because your mind is expanding. You will find that information helpful and you will think this is not helpful, but you will find later on another information helpful. And I was jumping all over the places, and I looked into law of assumptions, law of attractions, the energy. But if you put everything together, it comes down to one simple basic: your thoughts create. Doesn't matter how anyone will describe this to you. All of us, we have a different teaching techniques. All of us, we have a different style of talking, but in the end, the information, it's always the same. For me, it was really a learning experience. I truly understand conscious manifestations, but I saw other books and others informations what I start to learn, and it was so exciting and new. And I was looking in the beginning, my mind in the beginning, it was always going back, questioning what I learned before. And then I understand that my mind always wants to take me back to the known, when I didn't know what its manifestation. It was coming back with lots of excuses, but you have to push it through. Finally, I got to that point when all this information, it came together to me. I tried many affirmations. I mean, not only affirmation, intentions, different kind of techniques, scripting, and in every single situation, it's something else worked better for me. So it doesn't mean if that it's not working, the other one it's not gonna work. That is, again, find your easier path to manifest. Find your intention, what takes you there, that it makes it more fun and more easier to manifest this. And you know what, manifestation, conscious manifestation should be fun. It is for me. I always talk from my point of view. For me, it was, I had days when it was very tiring. I had days when I was very low, and I always go back to something I knew before, but that was not something what I want to recreate because it was not working with my higher self. And yes, when I reacted, I consumed my energy on the reaction, and then I learned how to cut that energy flow and make and put attention on the basket where I kept all my wanted outcomes, and I start to create the story what I wanted. I intend again that you will find your own path, you will find your most easier and less resistant path, techniques, which will help you get your ex back. If you believe it is possible, it will be possible. I am telling you it is possible. I've done it in my life, so I can assure you that it's possible, but the work, it is inside you. You have to do your work, your mental diet. That is the one thing nobody can do for you. If you are on top of the mental diet, I assure you, I'm not assuming, I am assuring you, you will get your ex back. Thank you so much, guys, for your time. I really appreciate all of you. I intend all of you I intend that all of you will get a very useful information out of this video, and I wish you a wonderful day. Bye for now.